Does Martha hear from God? Yes, 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 she does. And here's a little news flash. So do you. Hi, I'm Martha. I'm the founder of Abounding Love Ministries, and I want to talk to you today about hearing from God. You know, this week and last week has been a little crazy because I've been posting some comments on Facebook, and I've received a lot of feedback, either calling me a false prophet, a soothsayer, a mind reader, and on and on and on. I'm none of the above, but I do hear from God, just the way you should be hearing from God. Now, when I say I hear from God, I don't mean that He blasts through my ceiling screaming, Martha, you need to tell so and so this. No. But the way we hear from God is usually what people call intuition. It's a small voice inside of you, and it's a knowing. You know, several years ago, well, not several years ago, it was a few years back, I was still out ministering. I was preaching a sermon, and I don't even remember what the sermon was about. But during the sermon, I was preaching, and then all of a sudden, I turned to a couple that was sitting right in the front row of the church, and I said to them, God says to tell you that you need to work on your marriage, because if you don't, the devil, Satan himself, is going to come and cause destruction in your life and is going to destroy your marriage. And then I turned back and kept on preaching. Now in my mind, I started thinking, why in the world did I say that? Why did I even, you know, they seem like a perfect couple. They're always in church. They're, you know, seem to be happy. Why did I say that? I'm going to be in big trouble now. And sure enough, some people were, why did you say that about them? You know, what, you know, they're happy. They come here every week. They're faithful church attendees, so on and so forth. And I'm like, I don't know. God just told me to tell them that, you know, the devil was going to wreak havoc in their marriage if they didn't work on it. Well, a year later, that couple, you know, that marriage was being destroyed. I have not heard from them since I moved from that town, but that's what happened. And it's happened several times in my ministry. It's happened with people that have been sick, people that you know that I've had to correct on certain lifestyles. And usually, if I don't have to, I won't do it in front of the church. I'll just call them aside and tell them, God is telling me to tell you this. And sometimes I don't know who the person is, so I'll say it out loud. God is saying such and such and such, which is what happened this week on Facebook. God told me, you need to say this, this, and this, and this. Didn't tell me who it was. I figure the person is on my Facebook page, because why would God tell me to put it on Facebook if the person is not on there? Now, are they reading my comments? Are they seeing the videos? I don't know. But it's just words that God gives me. Like right now, I'm getting a word of knowledge. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is what God is saying. God is saying to someone out there, you have been given a ministry to sing and to play the piano. Ever since you were in your mother's womb, God called you. He gave you a voice to sing and to play the piano. And through your music, many will be healed and many will be saved. But a block has come. And that block has a name, divorce. I think, and you're a she, you're a female. I think you've been divorced, and you think because of that divorce, you're not able to minister the way you did before. And a lot of people in your church judged you and condemned you. And what I'm seeing, I don't know if this is literal or just, or what it is, but they kind of wanted to put you in the back of the church, the back bench. And you said, forget this. You did not say forget God. You still love Jesus. But you just got tired of everything around it. And as a cause of that, you got into a second relationship that is not healthy. Then you got out of it. Then you got back into it. And that person in that relationship is a liar. I think this is the same person I was even talking to on Facebook or on my last video. I don't know. But that person is a liar. And they don't respect you. And you know they don't respect you. And the people that hang around that person, you may think they're my friends, they're nice people. But some of them are going to end up backstabbing you. So God says to tell you to go back to your original ministry. Because when God reached out and touched you while you were inside your mother's womb, He said that that ministry was for life. And that voice He was going to give you was to give life to many who were spiritually dead or who are spiritually dead. And at the same time, the devil was saying, no, I'm going to distract her. I'm going to cause her to fail. I'm going to cause her to make mistakes over and over and over and over again. And God says, yes, but like my servant Job, I will lift her up over and over and over and over again. And her latter days will be greater than her former ones. That's what God is saying to you today. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. You are a female who God has given a ministry to sing and to play the piano, and that's what you need to be doing. You know, for all I know, or maybe you won't even listen to this video, maybe you're not even seeing my comments, I don't know. All I know is that people are saying I'm crazy for putting this out there. But you know what? I'd rather be called crazy than be called disobedient to God. So that's what God has to say. This is not what I planned in this video, but it happened. All right. I'm just going to finish with the scripture that I was meant to read real quickly. It's in 1 Corinthians 12, verse 7. It says, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to each one for the profit of all. For to one is given the word of wisdom through the Spirit, to another the word of knowledge through the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another different kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. But one and the same Spirit works all these things, distributing to each one individually as He wills. I hope you received the message, whoever you are. God bless you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.